What's going on, everybody? Promising Talk here, back again, and I am back to talk about WWE Money in the Bank 2018. And I've got to say that this show had its ups and downs. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna say it was good because it kind of wasn't. Especially the first half of the show, like the first hour, wasn't that good. Um, near the end of the show, it was picking up really good, but it kind of like flopped in the middle. But I've got to say though that this Money Back pay-per-view, I've got to say it was before even going into this. I was talking to a couple friends of mine, and even they were saying it was kind of a hit and miss show. And I was watching NXT Takeover yesterday. I didn't watch it on Saturday, but I watched it yesterday before Money Back, so I was doing double duty. And I'm there thinking to myself like, why can't the main roster deliver a good pay-per-view like NXT does? And NXT is kicking the main roster's ass. The main roster are taking a big, massive L. They're taking an L. I cannot lie, guys. It's a big, massive L for the main roster. Like, NXT is kicking their ass every single time they do these pay-per-views, and the main roster just gives them a mess. NXT is giving them the main roster just taking an L anyway, so that's that. Um, so, what was the first match of the night? Bryan versus Big Cass. I did tweet something on Twitter before I started when Moneybet started saying if Big Cass didn't win this match, then his run top will be a big massive L, and I was right. And actually, Kevin Castle, shout out to my boy Kevin Castle, like my tweet, shout out there to Kev for that. Anyway, it was an okay match. It was whatever. The fans were behind Daniel Bryan, so that was good for him. Big Cass, he got like a lukewarm heel reaction. They was like calling him an asshole and shit, but it was like whatever. I think Big Cass, I think he needs like a manager to establish himself as a top heel in WWE. Maybe it's like a Paul Heyman or somebody like that, or I don't know. I mean, you can see without Enzo that he is really missing a bit of personality on the mic. Like he does a lot of shouting and shit like that, but even I can do that. But whatever. Anyway, Big Cass taps out again, which I didn't think makes any sense. If you're trying to build this guy up as the top heel on your brand, especially on the SmackDown Live brand, why would you have him tap out on two consecutive pay-per-views? I don't get that. But anyway, that happened there. Then we had Seth Rollins versus Elias. This was a really good match, probably one of the best matches of the night. I wanted my boy Elias to get the win because I think Seth Rollins is, like I said before, I think him and AJ Styles are like the two best wrestlers in that company right now. And I wanted him to. I mean, there are rumors that him and Brock Lesnar are going to face off at SummerSlam, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But um, it was a good match. We had a lot of dives and shit like that, a lot of good wrestling. I thought in the beginning the chemistry was like a bit off, but the crowd were kind of like burnt themselves out pre-match when they were out, burn it down, burn it down. And but the crowd kind of got into it. Elias, he was getting some heat himself, and stuff like that. And in the end, it ended up with a shitload of roll-ups, and Elias gets rolled up by Seth Rollins by a handful of tights. So Seth Rollins using the whole dirty heel tactics there. What was next? I don't think what was next. Then we had was it the women's match or did we have what did we have? I think it's the women's match next. Was it? I don't know because I haven't written any notes down, so I'm thinking it's the women's match next. Anyway, the women's match was next, so let's go with that one. Money in the Bank ladder match was my wife Alexa, Ember Moon, Sasha, Naomi, Becky, Charlotte. Who else was in the match? Lana. I think Natalia, that was it. So yeah, they're all the women in the women's Money in the Bank. It was a really good match. I thought the women's match really kicked ass. Like I think if you say which was better, the men's or the women's Money in the Bank, I'll say the women's. The women really took some sick bumps out there, especially with the Ember Moon and Sasha Banks spot where Ember Moon is going for like the crossbody. Like Ember Moon goes for the crossbody and lands on Sasha Banks, but on the ladder. Like, that was a fucking sick spot. What Ember and Sasha Banks did. The Lana spot when she did like the face buster, that was pretty cool. The other sick bump was when Natalia did the thing to Naomi where she she did like a powerbomb or something on the ladder. That was kind of sick. At the end of the match comes where it's basically all the women. There's like 2 women on the other ladder, on the shorter ladder, and then there's 2 women on the other ladder, and they're all brawling and shit like that. And after that, it comes to like Becky, Charlotte, and Alexa. So Becky and Charlotte are facing after last week. Looks like maybe they're feuding at SummerSlam, and then it goes to Alexa and Charlotte, and Alexa gets the win. Alexa Bliss is the new Mrs. Money in the Bank. The next match was the SmackDown Women's title. It was it was Carmella versus Asuka. Before the match even started, if you're saying was James Ellsworth going to return and stuff like that. This match was kind of basically Asuka beating the shit out of Carmella. It was a whatever match. It was a filler match, and I didn't care for it, to be honest. Carmella got the win because James Ellsworth was distracted as Asuka, and she kind of got confused and shit like that. And yeah, James Ellsworth is back with Carmella, and yeah, she retained the title. It was a squash. It was a kind of a whatever match. Then we got Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn. I predicted Sami Zayn to win this match, but Bobby Lashley got the win. The thing is with Bobby Lashley, I know I haven't done YouTube videos, like, I know I don't do them that much anymore like I used to, but since Bobby Lashley's come back to WWE, now I'm not a fan of Bobby Lashley. I was never the first time in WWE, so, but why are they treating Bobby Lashley like a regular guy on the roster? Like, why has he got to be like a full-time guy? Can they not treat him like a Brock Lesnar, like, give him like a part-time deal, making this big-time star? You know, say he's this MMA guy and stuff like that, and he has these big matches. Instead of giving him shit like the mid-card shit. And for Sami Zayn, I like Sami Zayn. I think he's been a good heel, but you can tell that at some points in the match last night that he really misses kind of Kevin Owens in those heel kind of comedy spots. Like, without Kevin Owens, I think Sami Zayn is kind of lost, really, to be honest. But you know what? It was an okay match. Bobby Lashley gets the win. Then we get to the women's match. It was Nia Jax and Ronda Rousey for the women's title. This was kind of a short match. Nothing happened here really. And Nia and actually Alexa comes in here and attacks both of them. Like, kicks the shit out of both of them. Throws Ronda Rousey over the announce table and cashes in on Nia, hits the DDT and the Twisted Bliss for the win, and Alexa Bliss is a five-time Raw Women's Champion. Well, 5-time Women's Champion if you count 2 SmackDown title reigns too. But yeah, Alexa Bliss is your new Raw Women's Champion, so it looks like to me it's going to be Ronda Rousey versus Alexa Bliss at SummerSlam. And for my thoughts on Nia Jax's title reign, it's been whatever. I mean, I was done with that title reign like the second week, maybe the third week after WrestleMania. So, you know, I gave it a chance, but I think how WWE has booked her since she's been on the main roster, Nia Jax has been like, I mean, it's been like 1 minute she's on a high, and the next minute she's like down here, and then she's up, she's down, she's up, she's down. They don't know what to do with Nia Jax. Like, I don't think they have a proper stability to actually do much with her. Like, they don't know to push her like higher and keep her like the top dominant female woman wrestler on Raw, or they just have to keep her like as the bodyguard. They don't know. And I'm glad they didn't put in Ronda Rousey because I was worried like she doesn't even have matches on Raw, so is she gonna have like another? Are we gonna have like another Brock Lesnar thing where she barely defends the title? And in that match, Michael Cole says Brock Lesnar is the longest reigning champion of the modern day era. And I was thinking, okay, Michael Cole, well, he's only defended it 10 times. So, do you think that's like a good champion? 10 title defenses, and the WWE has this rule like you've got to defend your title in 30 days. Bullshit. For 30 days, yeah, if you're a full-time guy or girl on the roster, you got to defend your title for 30 days. But if you're Brock Lesnar, you get to defend it when the fuck you want. So that rule is like whatever. Anyway, what else was I? AJ Styles, Shinsuke Nakamura. This match was fucking amazing. Like, this was probably the best match they've had in WWE. I'm not saying the best match they've had because Wrestle Kingdom 10, they cannot top that Wrestle Kingdom 10 match. But this last Wednesday match was really good. Here they was global each other. Obviously, Nutcracker Nakamura, my G, was doing his shit, and even AJ. I actually said to one of my friends a few weeks ago. I said, should AJ Styles' new gimmick, should he have a cup to protect him from Nutcracker Nakamura from kicking him again? And you know. And anyway, but this match was good. They did a lot of chairs and shit and all around the ring. So a lot of good wrestling. AJ wins with the phenomenal forearm through the announce table, and AJ is still the WWE champion. I'm thinking at this point, this feud is over at this point. Maybe the thing I think they're going to do next is probably Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles going to SummerSlam, and Nakamura possibly versus Jeff Hardy going into SummerSlam, the US title. And then we had I said the Carmelo last match. Then we had what? I think did the titles get defended? I don't think they did. Then we had the Raw and SmackDown. We had the men's main event match. It was Kevin Owens, Braun Strowman, Bobby Roode, Finn Balor, Samoa Joe, The Miz. Who else was in the match? Kofi, and I think I mentioned everybody there, didn't I? Oh, and Rusev, yeah. So that was the men's main event match. Straight off the bat, the first thing all the guys did was attack Braun Strowman, which obviously was the logic thing to do, really. And they go after him. They go up to the ramp, and all of them like bury him in a shitload of chairs and fucking destroy the guy. And then there was another part of the match where Kevin Owens and Braun Strowman are like they're on the ladder, but before that, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, and Rusev were teaming up together to eliminate Braun Strowman. They was trying to put him through a table, but Braun Strowman obviously kicked them both away, Samoa Joe and Rusev, and obviously he climbs up the ladder and he's like, "Did you want to do that to me?" And he gets his shirt and fucking throws it through a table. Like, man, that was a sick spot. And man, Kevin Owens, I don't know if he hurt himself legit or what, but that was a fucking sick ass bump. Anyway, after that we had like some other stuff. Kofi was doing his athletic stuff. The Miz was trying to like climb up the money bank pretty quickly and like retrieve it, but he couldn't do it. And the end of the match comes where basically it's Braun Strowman and Samoa Joe, The Miz, and Kofi. They're the last guys in the ring, and basically they're all trying to get the money back briefcase. He picks up The Miz, he gives him a body slam, he gives Joe a body slam, which looked pretty impressive there. I wouldn't mind a Samoa Joe and Braun Strowman feud. And he like throws Kofi away, and he is the monster in the bank. Braun Strowman, my guy, is Mr. Money in the Bank. So yeah, I mean, I'm happy that Braun won the match. I mean, I was him or Joe or basically The Miz or anybody like that. Apart from Finn Balor, I did not want Finn Balor, the Calvin Klein model, to win that match. I did not want Finn Balor to win the match. Okay. So that's it, guys, for my Money in the Bank 2018 review. What do you guys think about this show? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, guys, and I'll check you later. Peace.